And now we're up to the main card. Jimmy Crute versus Alonzo Menifield. I've been on Alonzo Menifield the whole time because I think that Jimmy Crute is going to probably strike with him and not use his really good wrestling and grappling. Like, we're talking about really good wrestling and grappling on the Jimmy Crute side. We're talking about a guy that grappled with Paul Craig and ended up getting a Kimura in the third round. And it wasn't just like a Hail Mary. He was throwing up submission attempts throughout that, and he was just having really good wins. And then he ended up fighting Misha Sarkinov, and then he lost, and then he won a couple of fights again, and we're like, oh, he's back. And then Anthony Smith, he injures his leg against Anthony Smith, and then he comes back at Jamal Hill, and then he spends too much time on the feet. I know you might be like, 48 seconds, that's not that long, but he tried to brawl with Jamal Hill, who's now the champion. Not a very badly aged loss at all, but and he got knocked out, and now he's fighting Alonzo Menifield, who's got really good takedown defense. I believe it's better than like 80% takedown defense, a pretty good wrestler himself, and I think he's going to keep it on the feet. And if the fight is on the feet, Alonzo Menifield is live for a KO at any time. Alonzo Menifield's got very good power in his hands. Jimmy Crute is a guy that if I'm going to pick him, I'm going to have to trust him to wrestle. I don't know if I can do that. I've been on Alonzo Menifield the whole time, but I have kind of been convinced a little bit by myself and by a couple of other people that Jimmy Crute is going to wrestle. And if that is a factor, if Jimmy Crute is going to wrestle, and I watched a couple of interviews of his as well, and he said that he is going to wrestle, I'm going to trust that. I'm going to trust Jimmy Crute to wrestle and grapple with Alonzo Menifield, and I'm going with Jimmy Crute by submission. I want to see the wrestling. I want to see the grappling. If he stands and trades with Alonzo Menifield, you guys might be watching my live stream and you'll see my live reaction. I will be very disappointed. Man, I'm really nervous. I'm picking Jimmy Crute, but it's a tough one. I'm picking Crute by a submission. I've been on Menifield the whole time because I do think he's just going to knock out Jimmy Crute in the first round, but I'm just going to trust him, dude. Just please, use the wrestling and grappling, Jimmy. Please. Oh dear. Okay, anyway, let's move on.